One of the key struggles of using software and any system is the ability to adapt and consistently use the new systems and adapt to the change that happens when you introduce a new system in your life. The Coda MCP can help with this issue by bringing the tools for you to interact with the system built in Coda. Might it be your finance tracker, project manager, task tracker, CRM, or whatever system you build, into your AI chats and into any other context, so that you can naturally interact with the agent and the data flows into your Coda system automatically if you decide so. So this can be the scaffolding that allows you to facilitate the interaction between the user and the system, intermediated by a middleman doing the job of interpreting what the user wants and adding data into the system, and also retrieving data for the user to consume in an easily digestible way without having to go through the Coda interface. So in this video, we are exploring what the Coda MCP is and what you can do with it. Here is the official documentation of the Coda MCP, which is currently in beta. We can connect Coda to any popular LLM, such as ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor, Google Anti-Gravity, etc., etc. We can also connect it to any other automation tool, such as Make, or NA10, or Pipedream, or Notion, if we are building automations or AI agents that can use the Coda MCP to connect with that data, either to extract the data or to update or create data across the Coda docs. The documentation provides resources on how to connect the MCP, and there is this additional documentation that lists out and describes all the available tools within the Coda MCP. Tools are the specific actions that the AI can take by using the MCP. For example, it can search across docs, pages, tables in Coda. It can create a table, delete a table, etc., etc., across different elements or components within Coda. Whether it be a doc that's like this, a doc. A doc can contain pages, one or multiple pages. Pages can contain tables, one or multiple tables, for example. And then there is content, mostly the canvas content. The canvas is a special column type in Coda that allows to write text and format text inside of a row. So with this in mind, let's look at how we can connect the Coda MCP in any automation tool that allows MCP connections. For example, let's look at how we can connect the Coda MCP in a Notion custom agent. The same process can be followed in Make or NA10 and similar tools. So when I go down here on the settings of the custom agent, I can add connections. You can see I already added the Coda MCP here, and I will add the connection and then select add the custom MCP and then get the MCP server from the official documentation. It is down here. That's the URL that I will paste into Notion. And then the authorization will be a bearer token. So back to Notion, I will paste the URL, and then under authentication, I will select bearer token, and then I will get the token in my Coda account settings. There we give it a name. And for the token here, the documentation as well provides a link, a direct link to the account settings where I can generate a token with MCP access. So once I do that, it gives me already this. I can call it whatever it is, and then type of restriction MCP. So that's an MCP token, read and write, or you can select read only or write only, depending on what you want. Then you can generate the API token, copy it, keep this secret, otherwise people can access your docs in Coda. And once you paste it here, then you can connect. The connection is successful, and you get this one here, where you can see the Coda MCP that you just added, and the different tools that you can decide to run automatically or always ask for your permission before running. Read tools that read data across your Coda docs can easily run automatically because they do not make any changes to the data in your docs. Whereas write tools are more dangerous. They can update, create and delete data across your docs. That's why I like to keep this always ask for my permission before doing any of these actions here. We can also turn on or off specific tools that we want to enable or disable for any specific use case of an AI agent. in this example, say I'm building a AI agent to help me track expenses and income, and this can be automated also via voice input on a phone, for example, via an Apple shortcut or a widget, or it could be just chat where I just write what I want and the agent takes the action for me. For example, I can ask, add a transaction for €20 today groceries. You can see here the agent is going through different steps to find the data, get the table, and then now it is using the table rows manage to add a new row to the transactions table. And since that's a write action, it asks for my permission before proceeding. So if I do continue, and here I can also see response. And now here is the Coda doc where the expense was actually added, €20 today. It shows it's created by me because the MCP acts as the user right now. So you can see how I didn't have to open the Coda doc at all. This action was taken automatically on my behalf by the MCP server. And I can just check in the Coda doc if everything looks good over time, or I don't need to check anything really. This is just one use case by using a chat interface. But the workflows are very broad and your imagination can point you to what you might find useful for this. It could be a completely automated workflow that runs every day or every week to generate reports, to look at the data and extract insights for you, or to take action across your Coda docs for you and your team. So this abstracts away even further any complexity and friction that might be involved for you to interact with your data and use the systems that can benefit you and your team to achieve the objectives that you have. The Coda MCP itself is basically a set of API calls. So many of the available tools in the Coda MCP are also available directly via the API in traditional automations as we know them before the advent of AI agents. They're just abstracted away so that you just send instructions and the AI figures out the best way to format the data for the API and actually take the action in the system, in this case Coda. And the MCP concept is very broad and applied to pretty much every software tool out there currently. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to build custom systems for you and your team, feel free to check out the links in the description where you can contact me and also find many of the products that I've been building over time. See you in the next one.